Hello and welcome back to Bits and Bobs. Now this week, as most weeks, I've been down to my local antique shop and bought some wonderful coins from them. I've also ordered a coin from the Royal Mint, so I'll show you all these coins this week. So from old stuff from the antique shops, nice old silver British coins, and a more modern coin, a very modern coin from the Royal Mint. So have a look at all these coins right now that I bought this week. Let's go. So as usual, I put the coins I bought in this box here. We'll have a very quick sneak peek at the coins. Whoa, very fast there, but I believe you had a look at one. So let's start with that one. This is the coin I bought from the Royal Mint, and we can see here it is a silver Britannia. An absolutely lovely coin here with all the great detail of modern minting technology and of course never being touched. Now we can see here the date, 2024. However, as I'm sure you're aware, it is 2023. Now these coins are released a little bit early each year, sort of for early access for the next year's bullion coins. So I thought I'd, straight away snap up my first 2024 coin, just, mainly for the novelty of the date there, a date that hasn't actually happened yet. And there's always a chance that may never happen. But of course, hopefully it will. But this is an early release of the Silver Britannia. We have, of course, the portrait of King Charles III, who we assume will be king next year, and I'm sure he will be. So we have a left-facing bust by Martin Jennings here, and the usual legend around. This is not a crowned portrait, as of course this year there's no coronation happening, and only a select few with a limited mintage have the crowned portrait for the coronation. But overall, it's a good coin. So it's a £2 denomination coin, but worth more. I paid £30. So it's a bit of a premium coin. It did come in a pretty nice capsule, and it is, in good condition. And I don't particularly buy these that often for sort of bullion investment. I choose to buy other silver coins for the silver weight. But I bought this just because I have one from each year for the last few years. So I've now got the 2024 Britannia for my collection, and I may not buy any more from this year of Britannias, silver Britannias. But if I don't, I have one already for the sort of date run of silver Britannias. So there we go, a good coin. Please comment down below what your opinion is on bullion silver, such as this one. I think they are potentially a little bit overpriced, but it is a nice coin that cannot be denied. With the Britannia there, the waves in the background, the shield. So there is the first coin, the 2024 Silver Britannia, next year's bullion coins. A little bit of a pre-release there by the Royal Mint, getting early sales for the next year's bullion coins, and they did get a sale with me, as there it is. And now we'll move on to the coins I got from the antique shop, and we'll go from roughly the sort of the worst to the best, in my opinion, but they're all quite good. So the first one is this coin right here. Now they had this in the antique shop, and this is they had quite a few 50p's, but this is the only one they had that I still needed. I only need two coins that aren't Olympics, only 50p's, two left that aren't Olympics. This coin, and that's right, Kew Gardens. So I saw this coin there, and I believe it was for £7.50. So I just thought, I'd buy it, it's a pretty good deal, and now I only need Kew Gardens, because this is the Peter Rabbit, the penultimate coin I needed. So I only need now Kew Gardens, and I have every 50p, apart from the Olympics, which I can work on, during that, because the Kew Gardens will be, quite a good big purchase, because it's worth much more money than any other of these coins, like this one here. So let's get it out of this packet and have a closer look at the design of Peter Rabbit. So here is a close look at the coin. Now, I would say this is actually in very good condition. You can see a lot of reflection there. There's not too many scuffs. Of course, it has a few scuffs as it is a circulation coin. So you can see a good shiny coin there with the design of Peter Rabbit to the centre, eating some carrots there, and then there's some, by his feet where he's had. Then we have the words Peter and Rabbit, of course, the character on the coin. The obverse has the Queen's fifth and final portrait by Jodie Clark. You can see again JC there. This is the fifth portrait designer, Jodie Clark. We have the denomination of 50 pence and the date of release 2018. This coin's part of the 2018 Beatrix Potter set, where there are a few coins with a few characters released that year. I now have them all, and this is being the last one. As I say, only Kew Gardens to go now for the 50p's. £7.50, I believe it's a good price, but whatever the price, it's now, one more ticked off and one more to go. Now in the same vein of slightly more modern coins, I did actually get this in my change from the antique shop. Now I didn't say to them, I'm sure they would have given an actual pound coin. I do have this coin, but I thought, it's only £1, and you can still change these in at the bank if I really got desperate. But, just a bit of fun, just a bit of novelty to have this. It's from a different year. I didn't have the 2002 issue of this one. This is of course, the three lions design here, similar to the England football team sort of crest, with the three stacked lions, and we have the £1 denomination to the bottom on this old round pound. So I just got that in my change, a bit of a throwback to getting these in your change. We now have some older coins. So firstly we'll have this halfpenny to show. This is a very worn halfpenny, but it is actually a date I still needed, or I believe it is anyway, because I believe this date to be 1900. So let's get a zoom in. There we go. Now, it could be 1899, but the second letter, the second digit, looks to be like a 9, so it can only be 1900 or 1901. It's definitely not a 1, because we have the veiled head portrait of Victoria to the obverse there. So I believe this is a 1900 halfpenny, one I needed. I will obviously look for an upgrade if I can, because that isn't the best condition anyway, and it's not fully confirmed to be 1900, but I do believe this is a 1900 halfpenny, Britannia design there to the reverse, and the Thomas Brock depiction of Victoria veiled head to the obverse. So a new date for my halfpenny date run, and I did need to work on the old Victorian halfpennies, as it was a bit lacking in my date runs, so for now, and for 50p, this coin takes that space. 3 coins left. We'll move on to a bit of silver next. So as I've said a few videos ago, every time I go to the antique shop now, I will buy at least one silver 3pence. So this one I got this week is the 1885. Now they sell these all for £1 each. So this is a really good deal, actually, for the silver. It's a decent price for the silver. Then of course sometimes you get good premium coins. I had a rummage through to get the best premium coin. And so, there might have been better stuff in there. But I saw a young head Queen Victoria, 1880s coin, and I thought for £1, for a bit of silver, from the young head Victoria era, you can't go wrong. So a lovely 1885 3pence, a date I do have in my date run, but these are just, bought just to add some silver to the collection and to add some nice coins to my sort of doubles collection as more of an investment. If I ever need to sell or want to sell, I won't have to sell my actual date run coins in my collection with these coins that I buy each week. So there we go, a cool coin with the Jean-Baptiste Merlin design to the reverse, similar to the Maundy coins, and like I say, the William Wyan young head portrait, a bit more worn on this side of Victoria to the obverse. It's another cool coin there, like I say, only another £1 for that one, so good cheap coins. Next up we have the penultimate coin I'll show you, which is this, a really rather nice farthing from 1865, so quite an early year. These farthings began in 1860, so only a few years in. They would run for around 100 years, production stopped in 1956, so just short of 100 years, but they were then demonetised in 1960, so a legal tender for 100 years. This is an early coin, but still remains quite a bit of detail to it. We have got a little bit of corrosion, a little bit of dirt on it, but you can still see every detail, from the lighthouse to the ship there, the whole word farthing, the trident, the detailing to Britannia's helmet, her draped clothing, the Union Jack on the shield, the trident, everything's there, and of course the date, very visible the date is, and a very visible date there of 1865, which, of course, as many of you guessed, this is a new date for my date run. So a lovely 1865, young head again, we have a different type of young head. This is the Leonard Charles Wyan bust, with more of the upper body showing rather than just cutting off at the neck. Lovely coin here, we can see Victoria's brooch there to the bottom, her clothing at the very bottom there, and we've got the wreath in her hair, the laureate in her hair in a bun, and facing to the left. So overall, a really cool design, obverse and reverse, good condition, great coin, and a new date for my date run. And once again, only £1 for this coin, and I believe that's a good deal. Just £1 for an 1860s, good condition, Victorian farthing. So these are, they're not too common. The mintage of all these coins will be on screen for you to see the rarity, and I'll give you the price that I paid for each one. And for this one, it is £1. So there we go. We have one coin remaining. It's much older than the others. Not a 2000s, not a 1900s, not an 1800s, but a 1700s coin. And here it is. So this is an old copper halfpenny. Now you can see to the surface of the coin, to the metal, there has been some corrosion over the years, but it is, nearing on 300 years old, so we'll let it off. The reverse design, though, can still be seen very well. We have Britannia here, facing to the left. We then have her shield here by her side, which would have had the Union flag on it. We then have her holding a spear here. You can see to the top, there's no trident. It's not a trident in these days, it was a spear. We then have her holding the sprig of leaves, and you can see her arm going out, but it's quite hard to see. You can just about make out some of the leaves which would have been in her hand. Now, what is also very clear on the coin is the date. You can see here to the bottom the date of 1744. So you can exactly date it when it's from 1744. This year, of course, is in the reign of King George II. We can see his portrait here to the obverse quite well, actually. You can see the full legend of Georgius II Rex, King George II. We then have a left-facing bust with a laureate you can see in his hair, and you can even just about still see his nose, mouth and eyes in the portrait, and sort of the bottom of his bust there, cutting off at his shoulders. So overall, a damaged coin, we cannot deny this, but we can still see all the details we need to make out what coin it is, and date it from an old 300 year ago, roughly, time period of George II. So a good coin, especially for, again, only £1. So a good bundle there, fairly cheap. This was £30, £7.50, but everything else, that was cost me £1 because I got my change, £1, £1, 50p, and £1. So a good range of coins there, and as always, please comment down below your favourite of the coins that I bought this week in the comment section down below. So there we go. Now I think some great coins bought this week, some nice bullion, and obviously some nice older stuff as well. And as always, as I say, please do comment down below your favourite coin that I've bought this week. And of course, thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon for some more coins in the future on Bits and Bobs. Bye for now.